Hey guys, what's up? Green Ghost here, and today I got for you guys a massive fudging video. This video took me forever to make, but it is hopefully going to be all worth it in the end. And yeah, anyway, as you guys know, I've been playing Skyblock for literally my entire week. I have not left Skyblock. This game is just, ugh. As you guys know, I played a lot back in the day on Minecraft. And you've heard all the stories, all the people that follow me, they've heard the stories. But anyways, Minecraft Skyblock in Roblox beta is awesome. I love it a lot. The devs right now are going crazy. Their Discord is crazy. But one thing that I noticed that the community is lacking and desperately needs is a wiki. This is a game that has no tutorials out right now telling new players what to do, what's good, or, helping players that already have a million coins figure out what their next step is going to be in optimizing their Skyblock base. You know what I'm saying? So I took it upon myself to make a spreadsheet, and I'm hoping to be making a bunch of guides that you guys want to request to me down in the YouTube comments. Just request some things you want to see guides for, some things that you might have questions about. And I'll be sure to try to do them the best that I can. This is the guide for crops. Basically, I took how fast they grow, their sell prices, the seed profit percentage. I call it on my spreadsheet SPP, seed profit percentage. So basically, what are the chances you get an extra seed? The pink +1 or purple +1 when you harvest a crop. What is the percentage that you get an extra seed? What is the crit percentage? The yellow +1s. How often do you get double yield from a crop? These are questions that I had myself, and hopefully I have answered well enough to be pretty much accurate with the game. I think I had a pretty decent sample size. Granted, I have played the game myself. I don't have scripts or anything running. I did this all by hand and math and brain. So I mean, my sample size isn't massive, but I made it big enough, and I made it big enough to where my information hopefully is super accurate enough. I'd love to get a confirmation from any of the devs. If you guys are watching this somehow gets good traction, I would love it to get good traction. If the devs are watching this, confirm my findings or invite me to work on a wiki, because I'll work on a wiki for you, and free of charge. Anyway, yeah, hope you guys do enjoy. Wow, what a good intro by Ghost. Thank you, my man. You are the absolute best. What a cute kid. Anyway, on to the first segment, we have crop growth. Now, I did all 6 crops, including the brand new grapes. I did 20 of each crop, and I did them in groups of 5. I felt this was the best way to plant them all at the same time. Granted, there's a few milliseconds in between placing them. I used the fast place, and these were my results. Now, as you can see by the chart, naturally wheat is going to be one of your fastest growers, but one thing that definitely surprised me, especially with the new update, grapes were the fastest growers, which will be super important later on in the video. It's pretty expected to see tomatoes and carrots growing the slowest of the 6 crops, berry bushes and onion bringing up the middle. Onion is pretty respectable, and it is why it is one of the best crops in the game. And definitely pause the video if you want to look deeper, just so you guys know all the times are in seconds. Now that we have crop growth out of the way and we figured out the average time it takes for each crop to grow, we can figure out production per hour, or for example, how much wheat you can get from one plot of land in an hour. As you can see on the production per hour chart, we have our top line, wheat, tomato, carrot, onion, berry, and grapes. We have our 6 crops. We have our average in seconds, which we got prior on the first segment of the video. And then we have 2 new entries on the left here, critless yield and crit yield. To find crop yield per hour without crits was very easy. All I did was take 1 hour in seconds and divided it by the average growth of each crop in seconds. Crit yield was a bit harder. After running tests to find out how often each crop crits, we found out crit chance was pretty much 50%. I know, literally, what a shock. I could have guessed that, but instead I spent like another hour trying to figure that out. Anyway, to find crit yield, I took the critless yield and added the 50%. This gave me the production per hour in one plot. Now for seed profit. Out of curiosity, I tested 200 of each crop and recorded the number of times I gained an extra seed. These are the purple plus ones you see when harvesting crops. When looking at the chart, you'll see SPP. Basically, I wanted to be cool and made up this acronym to be cool. It stands for seed profit percentage, or overall chance you have of pulling an extra seed from every plot. Now that you've gotten this far in the video, here's where my opinion comes in, and we can look at the spreadsheet for what it is. Now, again, I got all this data myself, and I literally spent my entire Sunday day off from streaming and recording videos. But anyways, what you're all are here for, the income per hour. Now, as you can see over here, our income per hour. Obviously, wheat and tomatoes are not that high up. Tomatoes, in my opinion, need a buff. I am only taking into account the overall crop. I know they recently added tomato sauce into the game, but you need to craft that. You don't get that from the tomato plant or crop itself. This is strictly the selling of the crop. Not using recipes, not sold anywhere else but the in-game shop. This also is up to date with the grape update, like I've said previously, and it includes the onion nerf. Rip onions, you will be missed. I make far less money now. Thank you, devs. I appreciate it. Just kidding. I love you. You make a great game, and I spent this much time on it, so I think I deserve a reward. Anyways, shocker to me. There was a whole thing going on in the Discord about when grapes came out, if they were good, and were they going to take over onions or not. Here's where my opinion comes in. If you are a player who cannot make $1 million in an hour, 3 hours, let's say 3 hours. If you cannot make $1 million in 3 hours, onions are going to be your best bet. Despite grapes selling and having better income per hour, what this is saying is over time, if you have a lot of grapes, grapes are better than onions. This is true. I just confirmed this now here. You all can thank me. But that does not take into account the cost of making trellises and farming the birchwood. Onions are far easier to plant, and grape seeds are 3K in the shop right now, opposed to 2K for the onions. So in my opinion, unless you are a player that is at the top of the top, you have $10 million. I currently have $1 million, and I'm starting to get into grapes. I think I have maybe 50 trellises or something, maybe close to 100, I think now. I don't know. If you are high up in the game and you have a massive onion farm and you have the ability to make millions of dollars in a few hours, sure, go for grapes, grind out the birchwood, and you'll be set. Over time, the grapes pay for themselves, and they are better than onions. On paper, they're perfect. In game, they're also perfect. If you are someone who is just finished your massive wheat farm, why the hell would you go to grapes? Don't do it. It is not worth the resources because you have to invest a lot to make a lot. That's the biggest thing. High players can invest a lot of money because they have a lot of money. Middle ground and low tier players should not be investing in grapes because they need to invest a lot to get in, and they don't even have a lot to start out with. So I would still suggest to anyone asking me for advice, go for onions. Onions are still super helpful. For the people who are just starting out Skyblock, if you want to hear what exactly I did and what I would still do, because the meta still, in my opinion, is viable, make a wheat farm. Make a massive wheat farm. Once you're done with wheat, you can go straight to onion, or you can go to carrot. Right now, carrot is looking like a massive sleeper pick. They have not been nerfed. They have not been buffed. Onions have been nerfed. They're still better than carrots. But if you have a problem going straight from wheat to onion. If it's too expensive for you, go for carrots. If you don't want to go for carrots, build a bigger wheat farm, save up, and then go straight to onions. You should be in your onion stage for a while. You should be able to make, like I said, $1 million in about 3 hours, let's say, just for a ballpark number. You should be making millions before you go into grapes. Grapes should not be something that you're investing in when you have $50,000. Even that, yes, it's a lot of money in the game right now. I still wouldn't go into grapes. Grapes cost a lot to get into, especially if you are not someone that enjoys farming wood like me. I absolutely hate it. I'm just buying birchwood off people and making trellises like crazy. And yeah, it works. It is expensive, but in the long run, I am going to see that return, and I have the results in front of me here. Grapes are better than onions. You just need to put in a lot more money. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up this video. You don't know how long it took me to make this. I hope it's as perfect as I want it to be. I'll only find out when it's all finished. And if you guys did enjoy all the work I put in, please just give me a like. That's all I ask for, is a like on the video, and tell some friends about this video. If you have friends that are trying to get into Skyblock and want some tips, send them over my way. Have them drop a sub. I'm going to have guides on my channel. I'm going to have more stuff for you guys. The spreadsheet, again, is in the description, as well as my Twitch link. I stream. I give stuff away. I play with a lot of you guys. If you stop by stream, you want me to rate your island, I do island ratings and stuff. Basically, I've been grinding a lot on this game, and I've been having a lot of fun. I do want to thank my brother, King Blubby. He was helping me out with the spreadsheet, just some of the math, someone to bounce ideas off of, someone to talk to about, am I doing this right? Just an extra person for good confirmation. And thanks to Ducky922 for helping with the berry bushes. I don't farm berry bushes. I'm a huge onion guy. If you guys have seen my base, I have over like $3 million worth of onions. Yeah. Well, that's before the nerf. Now it's probably like 2.5 because they freaking nerfed them. But their sell value, I have about like $2.5 million worth of onions. I never really was a berry bush guy. I wasn't in the mood to make alt accounts. I thought that was ridiculous. And I'm happy they kind of killed it with grapes. Grapes are kind of the alternative to berry bushes, and right now grapes are superior. So yeah, again, follow my Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube, hit a like. What do you want to see me make a guide on next? Any questions? What questions do you have? Maybe I can answer them in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for referring a friend. And again, check out the spreadsheet. I'm going to be updating it, hopefully, with the game. And yeah, again, if the devs see this and you need help on the wiki, or if you need any help, feel free. I'm here to give it my all. And I really hope this game is successful. We've been hitting the front page, and I'm super excited about it. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. This ends the massive video I've been working on for like 4 days. Adios, goodbye. I love you all, and I will be live tomorrow. Actually, I don't know if this is going to be up on time, but yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday, 7 p.m. EST, I'll be live. I'll be doing Skyblock. So if you guys want to check me out, have any questions, check me out there. Thank you guys. This is actually the end of the video. Goodbye. Love you guys.